G'day and welcome back to Maintenance Break. I'm Pete. Now, if you're a regular listener, you've probably sat up and noticed something a bit different today.
Just a bit, Pete. You're sounding more like yourself.
Correct. Now, this year sees Maintenance Break joining the JEBS Advisory fold, and with their help, we will be amplifying our impact to bring you bite-sized lessons, one break at a time. On that note, I would also like to introduce my new co-host, Drew from JEBS Advisory.
Thanks, Pete. Great to be here.
Now, Drew, tell us a little about yourself and JEBS Advisory.
I'm a Sparky by trade, originally. I came up through the ranks, spending years as a leading hand and electrical supervisor across mining, heavy industry and power transmission. Even back then, I was obsessed with the why behind the work. I realised pretty early on that if you don't get the maintenance fundamentals right, especially quality execution, you're just inviting a mountain of downstream problems and breakdowns later on. To bridge that gap between the tools and the strategy, I went back to uni for my electrical engineering degree. From there, I really focused in on asset and project management. Looking back at my 30-year stint in the game, I spent about 5 years on the owner-operator side for top-tier miners, but the other 25 years have been in the trenches as a contractor and consultant. I've owned and managed a few businesses along the way, but right now, my focus is JEBS Advisory, which I own alongside a few key senior partners. At its core, JEBS Advisory is an asset management and project management practice. We service industries like mining, transport and utilities, operating out of Australia, but with a truly global reach. What makes us different is our team's site-based operational pedigree. We combine decades of technical and leadership experience to deliver practical solutions, proven to add quantifiable value across the entire asset lifecycle.
It's that site-based experience that really counts when things get messy on the shop floor. So I'm picking up that JEBS is a technical consultancy that primarily services the mining industry, but also other heavy industries like rail and utilities. How does JEBS typically integrate into your clients' businesses, and what are your key differentiators to add value to these clients?
We only hire ex-operational site-based mechanical, electrical engineers and maintenance professionals, people who have a broad practical understanding of our clients' key challenges and pain points. In regard to integration, we typically have a single point of contact selected from a pool of seasoned subject matter experts across mobile and fixed plant assets. This SME is supported by the global team and has access to our tried and tested methodologies to solve our clients' problems. We strive to be our clients' asset management partner of choice, enabling them to draw on our expertise only as required.
Now, JEBS has a specific foundational framework you use to guide every project and recommendation. The JEBS PCR Triad. Can you walk us through that?
If you look at our logo, it's a planetary gear set. We use that because asset management isn't static. It's a moving system where everything is interconnected. Think of the ring gear as your operational environment, the reality of your site and culture that holds everything together. Inside that ring, you have 3 planetary gears that we call the PCR Triad: performance, cost, and risk.
I like that. So they all mesh together to drive the output.
Spot on. They drive the central sum gear, which represents the outcome, sustainable, long-term embedded value. If one gear, say performance, starts spinning out of sync, it immediately impacts the cost and risk gears within that environment. Our job is to get them in balance, so the output delivers the right result for the business.
Let's break those down. When we say performance, what are we really chasing?
Performance is about maximising operational value. We focus on operational efficiency, asset utilisation, and output. It's about ensuring your assets consistently meet their design capabilities, improving uptime, and driving nameplate capacity.
And the second part of the triad is cost. I'm guessing that's more than just cutting the budget.
Exactly. Cost is about optimising expenditure for maximum ROI. It's not about cutting corners, it's about reducing waste while preserving asset integrity and performance. We want life cycle cost optimization that delivers sustainable returns, not just short-term cuts.
And finally, the piece that keeps us resilient: risk.
Proactive risk management is paramount. We identify, assess, and mitigate the operational, safety, environmental, and financial risks inherent in managing assets. Our goal is to establish robust controls that protect your people, your reputation, and your business continuity.
So, by strategically balancing performance, cost, and risk within that operational environment, you empower clients to make informed decisions that deliver long-term value.
That is our goal.
Here is your first JEBS Break Tip. This week, take your next 5 major maintenance jobs or improvement projects on the schedule. Now, challenge your team to label each one. Which primary pillar does this job address? Performance, cost, or risk? If you can't clearly articulate the answer for a project, then question its fundamental value to the business. Use that PCR Triad lens to find your operational balance. Until next time, take care.
And keep those assets running.